6 reasons women cry during sex. Number 1, if they are tired. When you are making out with a woman and you see that she's crying, all right, she's crying. You may see tears, you may not see tears. I don't mean when she's moaning and all that kind of sound, all right, but I'm talking about when she's crying. If she's tired, she will cry, all right. When a woman is very tired, when you are making out with her, she will cry because it will pain her. She will feel the pain. She will not be comfortable, all right. So in that case, what you do, you need to be very gentle. You need to be very slow. You need to make use of good lubricant, healthy lubricant. And while you do that, you do it slowly. Don't just pump inside of her all of a sudden. So you start it gradually and go slowly. And while you do that, you can, increase the speed and go deeper, and she begins to feel better. All right. So, but when she's very tight, whatsoever that be her reason of being tight, either your machine down there is too big, either it's too fat and all that, is bigger than her stuff, then she can feel the pain, all right? And you need to take it gently with a very good and healthy lubricant. Also, before you begin, make sure that you caress her very well. You do the necessary thing, the necessary foreplay, and make sure that down there she have a very good water down there, all right? Once there is a good water down there, then you can move ahead. You can enter the next stage of the journey, all right? So when you do that, you discover that she will feel more comfortable than the pain. But if you just touch before you enter inside, there are some guys that they don't actually have the patience to make sure that they caress the ladies, they caress her body very well, they touch the necessary places that needed to be touched, for the down there to be ready and well prepared, in the sense that water needs to be there enough before you can proceed. So you need to be patient enough if she's tired, okay? And as you do that, you're going to enjoy the journey. Number 2 reason why women cry during knacking is that when they are pretending. When a woman is pretending, she will form tears. She will form to cry. When she's pretending, she doesn't want you to do it, all right? She doesn't want you to continue. She doesn't want you to do. She's crying. Maybe you persuaded her. She never wanted to do it, and because she saw your mood, that maybe you may become angry or that may result to something else, she can decide to give it to you. And once you are in, she will begin to cry. The reason she's crying is not because she's feeling any pain. She don't want you to do it. She doesn't need you at that moment. And she knows that because you are a good guy, once you discover that she's crying, your emotion will be down. You will have feelings for her. You will like to stop. Willingly, you will pull out because she knows that you are a good guy, that you can't stand her tears, because you are a very calm guy. So once you discover that, she can bring up her tears. She can cry during knacking. This will make you to stop because she doesn't want you to do. She doesn't need you at that moment. So she will form as if she's crying. She will form it as if it's paining her. It's not actually paining her. The reason she's crying is because she doesn't want you to do. So that kind of crocodile tears, she's just pretending. It's a mind game, all right? She's playing through your mind so that you can stop willingly, because maybe she has seen that you're not just a guy that she can just stop. But if she brings out her tears, she knows your weakness, all right? You can calmly stop and pull out and behave like a gentle guy. So once you understand that, she will use it to manipulate you. It's a mind game. And to some polite ladies, once they begin to bring out their tears and they discover that you're already trying to succumb to their attitude, they will tell you, please stop now. And she will make you promise for some other time. But the reality is this, that other time will never come. All right, she can tell you, okay, fine, let's do it later. Let me just wait a little, it's paining me. She will try to be very polite and very calm. But the truth of the matter is that once you stop, all right, that later she's promising you will never have it. One excuse will come, another excuse, except when she is ready. All right, so she put up that tears just to pretend to make sure that you did not continue. Number 3 reason why women cry during knacking is if they are enjoying what you are doing. Guys, when a woman is actually enjoying what you are doing, she can cry. Women is this kind of gender that even when you do good things for them that can make every other person laugh, it can make them to cry. And they call that the tears of joy. When you buy a new gift for them, you surprise them, and they really love what you did for them, they can cry. All right. For example, she's doing a birthday and you buy a gift for her, you presented a car or a brand new phone, something that she loves. She can just burst into tears, But that's not for guys, okay? So, but when she loves what you are doing, she's really enjoying what you are doing, she can cry. And that kind of cry, when she's crying, she will be balancing away and be setting up her books for you. She'll be setting up her bum for you. She'll be doing all manner of stuff. She's crying. You have seen her tears. Literally, she's crying, all right? But in that tears, she's actually enjoying what you are doing. So they call it the tears of enjoyment. Some of them may hold their pillow tight while giving you a very good position, that they are crying. And inside that, their tears. If you just ask them, should I stop? They say no, they can pull you back to themselves. They will hold you so tightly so that you can't pull out. This is because they are really enjoying what you are doing, all right? They are crying because they are feeling the impact of what you are doing, the way you are doing it. So when a woman is overjoyed, when a woman likes what you are doing, she can actually cry while making out with you. Imagine that you are making out with a woman, and because she's enjoying what you are doing and she's crying, but while she's crying, she's opening up everywhere for you. While she's crying, she's holding you so tight. While she's crying at the same time telling you, please don't leave me, please don't stop. That kind of stuff. So women, they are a kind of a gender that you need to study very well before you can understand the beat. So guys, that's the third reason why they cry when they are making out with you. The fourth reason why women cry while making out with you is past trauma. When she's making out with you and suddenly she remembers, what happened in the past. Either she was raped in the past, or she was mishandled, she was maltreated in the past. She remembered her past date, her past relationship, something that happened to her, a trauma of the past, all right? How she lived before, or what has happened to her before that caused her pain. There are some women that once they remember such a thing, they will feel pain, they will feel disconnected emotionally. And beginning from that moment, every other thing we do, they will not be enjoying it, they will be crying. They will no longer enjoy it, no matter what you are doing. The normal places you normally touch while making out with her, and she enjoys it, she loves it. Why you do that, she will no longer feel it. It's because she's disconnected emotionally. This is because of the past trauma. Either you are the one that caused her the trauma, or it was another person that caused her the trauma. There are times, maybe there are some issues within both of you before, and she's not happy with you. She has not actually forgiven you, all right? There are some parts of her, that have not actually forgiven you. And when you are making out with her, when she remembers that pain, she may get disconnected, even when both of you are living in peace at the moment. So when she remembers the past disappointment, the past mistreatment, the way things happen in the past, either you are the one or another person, she will get disconnected emotionally, and she can be crying. While you are doing that, you will discover that that kind of tears, she may not cry out loud, all right? You will discover that you see tears running from her eyes. You will ask her, what is the problem? And some of them will tell you nothing. Some of them will tell you nothing. That kind of tears, you will not hear her voice. She will not cry loud. The highest you can hear is, that kind of thing. So she's crying because of what she remembered is a trauma. And the best thing you can do for her at the moment when she's doing that is to encourage her, all right? Take it gently with her. Just encourage her. Give her reason, why she should let go. That is if she open up to you. But when she tells you, I'm fine, it's not because of you that I'm crying. You try to ask her why you're crying, and she tells you it's not because of you. Just try to encourage her. Be a father to her at that moment. Cuddle her at that moment. You can actually stop at that moment and talk her, all right, back into the real stuff, and her mind will be settled. So be a guy that can bring her back at that moment. So a woman can actually cry when she remembers the past trauma. The fifth person that makes a woman to cry during knacking is when she remembers that you are going away from her for a long time. Maybe you is your wife or your babe and you stay together, or you normally see each other often and often, and you tell her that you are traveling, and this traveling will take a very long time before you return. She can cry, during making out with you. Maybe she knows that in the morning that you'll be traveling, and you try to celebrate that night, you try to celebrate that hour, that evening, before the next hour or the next day that you'll be traveling. While you are making out with her on that particular day, she can cry. That kind of tears, she's crying because she's already missing you. She's crying because she doesn't know when next that she will have that moment with you. So she's crying and already missing your absence. So when she's making out with you and you are traveling and she doesn't even know when to return, all right, she can't lay hand on the particular day you will return, it will pain her. And that can actually make a woman cry. Such women, at that moment, she's already thinking, how can she cope without you? Some of them will be thinking, who knows what will happen over there? Either another girl will take you away from her. Many things will be running through her brain. Many things that you won't be aware of what she's thinking about at that moment. So to you, you are just, pumping her. You are trying to do the stuff and you are enjoying yourself. But you discover that she's crying. All right? But she will never tell you to stop. That kind of tears, she will never tell you to stop. She will make sure she enjoys you to the fullest. She will make sure she enjoys you to the fullest. But she will be crying. This is because she is missing you. The sixth one, this one is one of the most important ones that you have to know. When you are making out with a woman, she can cry, not because of anything, but just to caress your ego. Some women can begin to cry and begin to moan and begin to shout so that you will feel that you are doing something. Just to caress your ego, just to massage your ego. She'll be crying, she'll be giving you that kind of moan, she'll be giving you that kind of sound. And she knows that once she gives you that kind of sound, it will enter your brain, so that you won't feel that you are not doing anything. And some of them, not that they are even enjoying what you are doing fully, they are doing it intentionally because they just want you to feel good. They are pretending to make you feel good so that you feel that they are doing something. Before you insert anything, they already shouted, hey, that kind of, how they normally, give her that kind of sound. So she will moan and cry and shout your name and call your name. All those things, some of them are doing it out of pretense. They are doing it just to make you happy. That's all. Not because what they are doing is from their heart. Not because you are actually doing something that they are feeling it. When a woman is doing it, consciously, you will know. When she's doing it unconsciously, we know. That one that comes unconsciously is the real thing. She will feel it, all right? And most of the time, when she's doing it, if she's doing it consciously, you will discover that her body will be dry. Her down there will be dry. She won't have that impact here. But when she's doing it unconsciously, it means that one is coming from her bone, from her body, from her system, down to her brain, everywhere is enjoying you. Then you discover that her body will be ready. All right, but some of them, because they want you to feel good, they want you to know that that you did something, they will just be crying, they will just be mourning. But the truth is this: most women that normally does this one, they are people of transactional relationship. They do it mainly for transactional. Maybe you just met her for one night stand or stuff like that, and you are just making out with her. While you are making out with her, she will give you that sound, that tone, to just make you feel good that the money you paid is not a waste. All right. Such women, they are not enjoying anything from you. Their eyes is in the money. Their mind is in the money you paid. It is transactional. So while you are doing it, they will do their part to make you feel good that you have done something. God bless you. If you find this video interesting, please don't forget, give me a thumb up, like the video, drop a comment on the comment section and say thank you, Lucky, for this information. And if you have such experience, all right, you can still drop it right there in the comment section. Somebody can read a comment as well and be blessed just because you wrote something there. I want to say thanks to all my subscribers. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit your hand on the subscription button and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that anytime I drop a similar video like this, you will get notified that I've just dropped a video. I've actually recommended some very important videos as you look at your screen right now, and I'm trusting that as you watch them, more knowledge will be imparted. Bye for now. See you in my next video.